Good evening, everyone. Mazi once more. On this video, I want to show us something. I watched a video of former Emir of Kano, that is former CBN Governor Emir Lamido Sanusi Lamido, where he asked a paradoxical question, a rhetorical question that I believe that any genuine concerned Nigerian and any genuine leader must take interest in. The question was very simple. What is it that you have used your office to do in the last 7-8 years? If Buhari leaves office today, what will he be remembered for? Will he be remembered for dividing Nigerian the more, or will he be remembered for doing Nigerians a great favor? All those ministers that overrun us with their convoys and security personnel, what would they be remembered for? Will by 2023-24, will they come back and join us in the streets and begin to demand for good governance and equity? Is that what they will be remembered for? And for my friends and foes, I tell us one thing. Now that you are in a position of authority, use your position to better humanity. It doesn't cost you anything. Today, I sit back and I think, how is it that many of us can still refer to Pa Abafemi or Bafemi Awolowo? Many of us can still sit back and refer to men like M.I. Obara, M.I. Power, as great men of intellect, of great men of deep thinkers, men who could use their opportunity to advance humanity. Rather, what we have today are gluttonous leaders who only see their pockets and the pockets of their family. Many today believe that the political position that they hold today, many of them believe that it should be sexually transmitted. That means within the family circle. Let these words by Sanusi Lamido Sanusi be a guide and be a watchword for you as you reflect, even if you think that the next 6 months would amount to nothing. I know, and for the truth, that Buhari's government is finished. It's finished. There is nothing more, because in the next 3 weeks, elections will start, and as long as this election starts, that's it. But again, even at that, when everyone thinks that election has, that the government is finished, you watching me, minister, or whoever you are, even the president, I know all of you do watch. Can you still use the remaining time to see what you can do for your people? Enough said. Watch Emir Sanusi Lamido Sanusi and be the judge. Thank you for watching. I am Mazi. That's okay.
Up for this country, and we have to continue asking politicians to do the right thing. And for the politicians, 7 years ago, people thought they had 8 years. Then they had 4 years. Now we're talking about how many months? Maybe some of them will soon realize that even the power they had and the position they had was temporary. In a few years, in a few months, in 1 year, many of those people will be out on the streets here. They will not. They won't have the office. They won't have the power. And the only thing that is left is the record. What did you do when you were there? And if all you can point to is that you harassed people and oppressed people, and, well, that's fine if that's what you want for yourself. But for most of us, we want something more important and more fundamental. So I'd like to thank Duke of Shomolu, and I don't want to embarrass my friends, but you see Herbert and Ike there? In every time I have difficulty, I pick up the phone and call them, and they're there. And knowing that you have friends like this in Lagos keeps us going. When things were getting really, really bad around the time that Sabiu was probably crying, I called Herbert and said, Herbert, I think the end is coming. This was going to happen. And he said, Your Highness, don't worry. You know, by the time announcement was made that I had been removed for insubordination, you know, that is the word, insubordination. And you will think that somebody who says you're subordinate to him is somebody who is superior to you. You know, and like I said in Abuja, I have my record of service. My father has his record of service. My grandfather has a record of service. We cannot be intimidated by somebody because you're president or you're a governor, and we cannot tell you that you're wrong. We've chosen different paths. And I said yesterday, and I'll say it again, if I'd gone into politics, at least given the people that have succeeded in becoming president in Nigeria, I could have been president. Or I could be governor. So that I choose not to go into politics does not make me a subordinate human being. And this is what we all have to learn as Nigerians. We take too much rubbish. And we're all too afraid, too much in our comfort zones. And by the time these guys finish with us, our children will not have a nation. And this is the real challenge that we face. How do we stand up? How do we retrieve our nation? How do we go back to that vision that we had? How do we give our children the opportunities that we have had? And even better. And this is the question that each of us must take with us. And the only way to do it is, if you're not in politics, you must hold those in politics to account. It's not a comfortable situation to be in, but believe me, when people are incompetent and they don't like you, you wear their dislike as a badge of honor. You can't be comfortable. You can't be normal in a dysfunctional environment. So we must get outside our comfort zone, and that is the only way we'll change this country. And for the young people, do not fear. This is your country. This is your future. Take hold of it. Work for it. Build it. Don't let anyone tell you to run away because you have a degree. Go to England, go to America, go to France. This is your country. You're coming back here. So let's work to build one for you. And you help us build this country for you. Thank you very much.